Hi everybody, hi every spirit, welcome very much to the channel. As a Cloud Surfer here, today we are going to talk about Venus and Pisces. Before we doing so, leave a like and subscribe, your support is greatly appreciated, and use the links down below to know more about my content and about my services as well. So let's get started. Venus and Pisces. What represents Venus? Represents how we like to communicate, more than communicate, relate our principles, our values, and how we value ourselves and we value others. It also represents how and what you commit to in your life and how you allow others to commit to you or what you want from others, and just in general, pleasure, entertainment, and things that you love to do or to consume or to see or to feel. And what does mean Pisces? Pisces is mutable water, so it represents the ability to be mutable and adaptable with your own emotions, feelings, dreams, illusions, imaginations, nightmares, creativity, internal subconscious patterns as well. But Pisces is the feminine side, the recipient side of Jupiter. So it's about you receiving those things that I just said and make it a part of your own realm and then expanding on it and deriving wisdom and knowledge or illusions and nightmares from your own and others' testimonies that you utilize and adapt internally. Alright, and Venus is exalted in Pisces. So expect from you and from others too much emphasis and focus in love, sweetness, sugarcoating, relating, adapting your and others' emotions to a set core of values to just make peace or maintain peace. So it might not be real love or appreciation, it might just be out of fear of confrontation or out of some weird emotional spaces, right? Also, Venus being exalted in Pisces means that everybody else is just going too far with love and with the things that you love. So you might be going too far into consuming certain food, drinks, or smokes. You might be going too far with appreciation to yourself or others. You might go too far in appreciating others, and then you have no energy or object to appreciate yourself. Or you can go too far in appreciating yourself that you think everybody is loving you and vibing with you and they're just doing it just to relate, just to go with the vibe. Because that's one of the key aspects of Pisces is the vibe. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Jupiter and Venus, they are the vibe. They attract a lot of things and they set the emotional and spiritual tone most of the times. So with Venus in Pisces, everybody wants to feel, relate and value a good vibe, a good feeling, a good emotion, a good dream, a good illusion, a good creative objective. So it's a very good time if you are an artist or if you have your own business to go and relate and make yourself exposed in the world if it is about your business, your creativity, or your individuality. If you're just exposing yourself into the world for some random reasons because of the Venus, not because, but most likely because of the Venus exaltment, you will find a lot of crazy ideas, feelings, emotions, people, places, things, manifestations, and attractions. And then you might just be doing yourself in your space at your home, and then you feel certain things or you remind certain things or certain people call you or certain people knock on your door, and it's like some weird scenarios where they or you are going too far with connection, with relatability, with sharing something, okay? And there is a very important alignment. All alignments are important, but there is a very important one, which is Venus conjuncting Saturn. Also very important, Venus squaring Jupiter. So we'll get that very soon. Just to conclude, Venus in Pisces in general, some good advices to what to do with Venus in Pisces. Go all in with the love, with the sharing, with the creativity and the good vibes and the good pleasure with people that you already have an established connection. somebody that you know you can count them, or you can count on them. You know them for a very long time. You know they vibe in the same frequency as in you, aka they are more your soul group, they are more your soul family than your flesh family, than your desired family. Nothing wrong with family, but certain connections go beyond the physical and the blood connection, right? Also, what to do with Venus in Pisces? Go for your creativity all in, okay? One thing that might be perturbing in that area is that you or others might forget about reality, might forget about deadlines, practicality, what makes sense and what doesn't make sense. But if you are more on your own, right? If you have time and resources available, go all in your creativity, because you will be able to expand a lot. You'll be able to relate with yourself about many different parts of yourself, because Pisces, that's why it has two Pisces, the symbol, one going up and the one going down, and in other references, one going left and another going right, because Pisces is the 12th house, or comes from the 12th house, is the accumulation of all the other houses, of all the other aspects. That's why Pisces are the most creative, and they can take any scenario in life and change it for the good or for the better. They can take the worst or the best scenario in life and make some art or creativity out of it. And now we have the ability to relate, love, and appreciate and compromise with that energy. What not to do with Venus and Pisces: relate with random people. Really, really just refrain yourself, because you can be going too far just by having a random conversation at the supermarket. I'm not saying to be paranoid, right? But be very careful, especially with your emotions and feelings, dreams and illusions. When I say dreams, it's both when you sleep and your goals as well. Don't share them too much, because it's very easy to go far away. It's very easy to do that too much. So make sure to be focused on the right relationships. Yeah, also Venus in Pisces is going too far within relationships, or going too far for a relationship. Okay, so don't go too far with your and others' appreciation, value, pleasure, feelings, and commitment. And let's take a look at Venus in Pisces for 2025. Okay, let's get started with Jupiter, no, not Jupiter, with Mercury in Sagittarius squaring Venus in Pisces, learning how to communicate in a way that makes sense and it's logical, and also in a more external way about all the spirituality, creativity, feelings, and emotions that we are relating right now, because Sagittarius is the external side of Pisces. So it's basically the same thing, but with less emotion, less connection, and less meaning and depth. So we are learning how to think, communicate, and analyze about all the things you want to relate and love, but in a more detached, external, and logical way. Venus in Pisces, in conjuncting Mars in Leo. Mars is now retro, and it will go a bit into Cancer and then back to Leo. So while Mars will be in Cancer, it will be a trine between Venus in Pisces and Mars retro in Cancer. That means a gift to relate, compromise, or get lost in past passion, motivation, anger, and aggressiveness derived from new emotions and feelings about family or comfort. And then when Mars goes back into Leo, it will be an in conjunction between Venus and Mars. So misunderstanding your passions and frustrations with your love and your commitments, because the love and the commitments are coming out of spirituality, creativity, feelings, emotions, and some deep connections, while your passions and aggressiveness are coming from your sense and fixed vision of uniqueness, individuality, representation in the world, and what you are entertained by and what you like to pay attention to and receive attention from. So in the part of the entertainment and the pleasure and the attention, you're gonna vibe, they're gonna vibe with each other, Mars and Venus, but Venus in Pisces is asking you, make sure to not always say yes, but they're asking you to sacrifice a bit of your individuality, to sacrifice a bit of your mind and a bit of your image to achieve the pleasure and the connection. Mars in Leo is asking you to stay loyal to your own image, to your own principles, to your own visions, and to your own expressions. And that's where the conjunction will be coming from. Next, we have Venus in Pisces, sextiling the Sun in Capricorn. An opportunity to initiate new limits and boundaries, new responsibilities, and new ways to be efficient, productive, and realistic with how you relate and value, and to make others relate and value your spirituality, your artistic gifts, your creativity, your dreams, your illusions, your nightmares, and your la landish ideas, conversations, and perspectives. So it's very good to initiate or refresh your creative business, but also it's very easy to make others see you in a new, lost, la landish, non-logical way. That doesn't mean they're right, but if they do happen to do that, now you know why. Venus in Pisces as well, squaring Jupiter in Gemini, learning how to expand by being more mutable and adaptive with our illusions, feelings, and emotions, but then make it more logical, make it more cold, make it about reality, about society, about your physical surroundings, about politics, science, or astrology. So learning how to expand in how you relate, what you love, and your responsibilities by being more logical, cold, and by associating your internal realm to the external realm. So key aspect here, or a resonance. Venus squaring both Mercury and Jupiter. Venus in Pisces squaring Mercury in Sag. Learning how to be more expressive in a way that makes sense and inspire yourself and others. Venus squaring Jupiter in Gemini. Learning how to associate and expand on your Venus type things by being more external, cold, detached, and associating your internal world with the external world. So both Mercury and Jupiter are asking Venus to be more external, to be more participative, and to connect more with the external realm via spirituality and visions in Mercury, and via logic, facts, and real people and real places, Jupiter in Gemini. Venus conjuncting Jupiter, very, very important. Your relationships, your values, your core set of values, what you love and what you commit to, all those things that are connected to dreams and illusions, feelings and emotions, spirituality, creativity, nightmares, la la land, and subconscious patterns, they will be very easy integrated with your reality, because Saturn is in Pisces, and Saturn represents reality, structure, networking, association, limits, boundaries, support, coming together to create something real that works in the world and lasts a long time. So those are conjuncting. So you can see in the world things that you can relate to if they are in the same area as Saturn, aka Pisces, aka what I said a couple seconds ago. On the negative side, it's very easy to let the world come into your realm and perturb your relationships, your relationship with yourself, how you value yourself, how you value your creativity and your dreams and your illusions. So it's very easy for the world, for you to let the world in and crush your own dreams. But it's also very easy for you to expand and make your dreams and illusions happen in the real world. You know? Moving on, Venus in Pisces sextiling Uranus and Taurus, an opportunity to associate and adapt some freshness, some purpose, some emotion, and some feeling to situations that deal with change, uniqueness, and individuality around people, places, and things that can be or bring a fixed way to have security, safety, privacy, emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual profit in your life. Venus conjuncting Neptune as well, expanding grandiosely in real relationships or delusional and toxic relationships. And lastly but not least, Venus in Pisces, fatal attracting Pluto in Aquarius, and Pluto is still in the cusp of Aquarius and Capricorn, and then also sextiling Pluto in Capricorn. So let's start from the past. Venus in Pisces, sextiling Pluto in Capricorn, an opportunity to deal with, to adapt and utilize all the emotions and feelings that came from you being forced to change how you create business or initiate your reality, because the world transformed and you had to transform as well. And then Venus in Pisces, fatal attracting Pluto in Aquarius, relating the new world where everybody will have access to their own little space to express their own uniqueness and individuality in logic and fixed ways, right? So we have the opportunity to bring to that space how we and others relate about spirituality, value, their own core set of values, and all of that mixed and mingled with emotions, feelings, dreams, and illusions. And that's going to be everything for today. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe. Book readings with me using the links down below and the IG as well. And then also catch me doing some gaming content live on Twitch and live on YouTube too. Use the LinkTree down below. I wish you the best thoughts, ideas, feelings, and emotions. A whole bunch of individuality, creativity, and responsibility as well. Remember to believe in yourself, in all possibilities, and also remember that the best way to be is to be your goddamn self. See you next time.